Okay, everybody, I just talked about create a clip, and this is create a clip again, but not with text. It's going to be just with shapes and objects. As I said in my text one, that you could do any kind of shape, and as long as it's a closed shape, you can do it. So if you use a pen tool, make sure that you're closing your shape up, going to the original point or the first point, and getting that little circle and closing your shape. So here's what I've done. I've drawn a little, just very rudimentary wall. And again, I'm going to go with this concrete that I used before, but say I want to put texture into this actual piece. So say this part right here, I really have to have the concrete into it. Well, I can do that by all means. Notice we have it just as pretty much as a shape. I did rectangles, did a little bit of transformation, skewed them so it looks relatively three-dimensional. So what happens is I have that ability to do it. And here's my image as we know, right here, the same concrete one I used before. Now, see if I want to scale it down a little bit, and I think I do because I think that texture is going to be a little too big. So I'm just going to scale down my picture. I'm going to come here and do the same thing here on both sides. I can even condense it down if I need to. Looks good, much better. The technique's going to look a lot much better. And what I'm going to do is I want to copy this, and you're going to see why I want to copy this. So just going to do, 1 second, do a Control C. And I will do a Control V in a moment. But notice again, we're going to go through the same steps. If I want to do the clipping mask, I have to, or the create to clip, I have to take this object here and put it to the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through the layers, just drop it behind, and we have it there. Again, hold the Shift button, select my image, boom, and I can do it again. Notice I have that nice concrete right there. And here's the reason why I copied this image. I'm going to go back and say Control V, put it back in there. Notice it's right there. I could actually come up here, select this one on top, put it behind the image again, select the image again, and then notice create a clip again. And I'm creating this brick wall. I can definitely do it again here too. And on this one here, I'm going to mess around with this one. We're going to make this one a little opacity a little less, because you know what? That's what the highlight is. And we'll do something like this. And of course, come here, Control V one more time, behind that, underneath that one. And again, notice how I'm adding, oh, excuse me, did that wrong. I want the rectangle below it. It was right the first time. Select that image, and then create a clip. Now say that I want to make this a little darker. I can easily do that. What I can do is I can Control C, Control V, and notice the rectangles here again with the image. If I wanted to, I can take the image off. I can actually delete the image by coming here, clicking on it, delete that image. No, I have the rectangle here, and then mess with its opacity and let the other one come through. And notice you've just created a brick wall with that concrete feeling just by using those clippings. So that's how really, I don't want to call it important, but a very powerful tool is that clipping, where I can take something very simple, give it that texture, and now that I've created this brick wall and I can put all kinds of things to it, it could be a background, I can do whatever I want with it, and that's what a good clipping is with any kind of object.